Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Thank you for bearing with me with the lights in the place, in that place we were at, our little spot, Akoma. Akoma is the tree word for hearts, the hearts. You gotta have hearts. It's also the name of the Ndinkra heart symbol as well. So I gotta bust that out again. Ooh, that heart symbol one would make a nice bend. Oh, we about to get that one. We about to do the Akoma symbol. I will talk to my jeweler. The heart one, baby. Won't that be beautiful?
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. And then do the heart. I mean, you know what? Why I might as well do Sessa Suban too. I gotta do them all the ones I love. Okay, we're gonna add well first you're gonna buy some maybe, right? You're gonna buy some, let's buy some. Then we'll add more to it, but I'm definitely gonna add the heart, Akoma, and I'm gonna add the Sessa Suban, which is always just very powerful. I hope you're well. I hope everything is good. Oh, I guess we gotta put on the fan a little bit, huh? Let me see. No, it's not too. This is the lighter one though, so it won't be so loud. Thank you, baby. So yes, y'all, look at my new earrings. I know yesterday I showed y'all, but it was got dark. And then I remember showing it on Facebook. Thank you, babe. And then I didn't show really y'all. Thank you for the one thumbs up and the one person in front TV. Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Madasio. I beg. So look at my new earrings. But see, this one is the Ndinkra Hene. Then we're going to talk about Ndinkra symbols. Like Akan people's symbols, right? They're really beautiful. I say Ghana symbol, but really, because that's what it is. I mean, we talk about one Africa, so we got to have one Ghana, one Ghana. Because every ethnic group or tribe contributes something to the whole. And if you don't look at tribes, and you're going to say the Ghanaian people all contribute to Ghana, to make Ghana what it is. And I want to make sure I want to respect who feels like it's what. But at some point, it's, sometimes one ethnic group they introduce something or something else, so it's all beautiful. But the Akana people, the language of tree, and also the symbols is the Adinkra symbols, very ancient, beautiful, proverbial symbols. They're like symbols like the 42 laws of Ma'at, the 42 negative confessions, the 7 laws of Ma'at, or the 42 negative confessions, and it basically is ways of being and to create a society that is whole and is sustainable. So it's like it's proverbial because it tells you something. So the Ndinkra Hene, which is the symbols of my newest earrings, I'm putting my Ndinkra symbols in the pyramid. So they're pyramid shaped. But check out the copper wire. So this is first thing I created first one was these cuff nose rings because everybody does not have their nose pierced, or like me, when I tried to do it twice or 3 times in my life, I think it was at least twice, I got a keloid, and that keloid ain't no nothing. I even pierced my belly button keloids. I told you the story. It's not a nice thing. Even with your ears, you got to be careful. You get keloids, some of us. So I wasn't the person that invented these cuff earrings, meaning, no, I'm sorry, nose rings that can go on your nose if you're not pierced. I know somebody, I remember, I think it was years ago, I bought some a while ago, and they were spirals, and they were really pretty, but they kept falling off my nose. So then I created some, and they kind of fell off my nose. But that was my first creation. But that was now. I didn't realize I was creating them because I had seen somebody else or had some before. But I wanted to do a Dinkra symbol, so I was like, "Ooh, could you make nose cuffs?" And I went to my brass man, and he did. So then but those I lost them all because moving, I moved from Accra to Volta region, and I lost a lot of them, unfortunately. Yeah, big. But it was a thing because no, it wasn't a thing. It was good because then I recreated them just now when I got here, and they're a little bigger than they were the other ones. I think this is maybe it's the same size, but I think it's bigger, and I love the bigger ones. They stay on. They look really beautiful. And one day y'all inspired me just being here. And of course, because I mean, when you look in the mirror, unless you're doing some heavy mirror work, you're not really seeing yourself that much, right? You get a glance in the mirror. So imagine doing a YouTube where you're looking in the mirror, like this is a camera and I'm looking at myself. So I was on one day and I was like, ooh, I feel in the bendy vibe. I was like, how? I need to, my jeweler here, I need him to create me a bendy, but I was thinking to myself, how am I going to get it? Because I knew it was going to be brass. How am I going to get it to stick on my head, my third eye? like the bendies you buy in the stores, right? And Spirit said, create a wire and stick it up in the here and or in the head wrap. This one is actually not up in the here. I got 2 layers of the head wrap, so it's inside the wrap. But you can do it anyway. And I told him to do it, and I said I wanted Giamin, which is this, and a Dinkrahene, which is the round one, Africa, Ankh, and I also added a Sankofa, the Sankofa bird. And the first one he did was the Dinkrahene. I said, do one and let's check it. So then once I thought of this and thought of this, I was like, oh no, we gotta have matching earrings. They can't be too heavy. And thanks to one of my sisters, Tamiko, one of our subscribers, our family members, she said, can we make them smaller? And so, because we want lightness. And I don't even know, I probably can go smaller than this. Tamiko, if you watch it, let me know if you would like to see them even smaller. But the beauty of this is they are light as a feather. You don't know because it's just being held by the copper wire. And so when I drew it out, I had it in my mind, but it wasn't until I drew it, I laughed that I realized, oh, there's the pyramid again. She did the pyramid again because it's spiritual, right? The energy that I get, the high, even the calming that I notice the Bendis does for other people, they're mesmerized. People talk to me and they're mesmerized. It's very mesmerizing. It's very beautiful. So I wanted sets. So I'm going to create the earrings now that go with each of the sets. So you're going to see, you see this Giamin, Bindi, Giamin nose ring. Well, these will all have Giamin symbols. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. So that's going to be just stunning. And so I'm going to do one for the Sankofa, the Giamin, the Africa, the Ankh, and I'm adding a Koma, which is the heart, and I'm definitely adding the Sesamo Suban because that symbol is already round, and I just think that's dope. I wore the Ankh yesterday. It was so pretty. It's very, I know I created this, but it's so beautiful, even to me, and it's so perfect for Leo season. How are you doing in Leo season? Is it a lot? Because some people say, I was reading some posts on my Facebook, and people were like, oh, the energy is so aggressive. Stay in the house and don't go out, and it's so aggressive. And I was thinking, like, wow, because I laughed because I knew, I know it's full moon, first of all, but I also know that we're in Leo season, and I mean, that's kind of one of the things that people say about Leos, that they tend to be very aggressive. And that's so weird to me because I don't know, maybe I am. I never thought, and of course, I guess if you're aggressive, you would just never know it. So, but I never thought of it that way. I looked at it more like kind of not stopping until it gets done. Like, yeah, hey, rally the troops, but I'm sure it could be aggressive too. I'll take it. Hey, Dia, morning to you, darling. Now, I know you got your tracking receipt, right, baby? Queen Mother, I think you did. So, I know I sent it, but let me know if you received it. I got everything out. I don't be playing no more. We got a team, a wonderful team that is doing the work, and I'm so excited. But y'all, today I was so gung ho. So we are staying at his mom, but his mom lives far from Accra. It's not that it's that far, it's the traffic. Yesterday, the first night, yeah, we took 3 hours to get home. That's like a small trip to a whole nother part of Accra, like if we wanted to go. And and then last night was 3.5 hours. It's the traffic. If they have an accident, you got to get on 2 without the buses. You are exhausted. We didn't get into. We left the Accra. That way, they call Accra. When they say Accra, even though we're technically in Accra, this would be Greater Accra. When we say Accra, we mean the city. We mean the heart of the center. It's Accra proper. So we left Accra proper about 7 p.m. and we didn't get home to 10:30, at 11. So it was 4 hours. I was not working. Other night it was 3 hours, and because there was no accident. And then we didn't get in, and we had to leave very late here, like 11 a.m. And we didn't get there until about 2.5. I want to say 1.5 hours, almost 2 hours. So the fact is, it's costing time, and I'm in a very creative mood. I got a lot of work I want to do, and we're so exhausted. So I just call it like we took some time to visit mom and dad, and brother all in the same house and eat good foods and be treated so well and be so and just loving. It's definitely more like country vibe here. It's green, it's quiet, it's very beautiful. I know it was divinely orchestrated by the Most High Divine. Like I could see it. But I'm a Leo. I'm back in Accra, which is a number 8 in numerology, which is business, it's finance, it's money, it's go getting. So that's the cross city is a numerology. Numerology speaking is 8. I'm in the 8th month. We're all in the 8th month, which is August. So again, it's about that finance, that business, and even like creating business or business structures or business sustainability. So we're in that A, and so I'm charged, and then I'm a Leo. So now but I'm born on the 7th day. My birthday is August 7th, so it makes a lot of sense that everything, even within the business life world, if you will, for me, it has to be spiritual. And I feel like this set that I'm doing it's probably one of my favorite of all, because I see it all together. One of my favorite, like jewelry collection or jewelry designs as a whole, because it's something like it's based on the wisdom of my life. Wisdom is a beautiful thing. In my private coaching group, our this month's intensive, we're focusing on wisdom and how do we use it to actually have a better life. That's what we're supposed to do. We're giving it to others so that they can have a better life. We're telling the children you can do it that way, or if you want to hear my opinion, like we say, and stuff like that, the wise women will say, if you want to hear my opinion, I can show you how to do it a better way. You can avoid all of the mishaps and the falling down, and you don't have to listen, you don't have to take it, but if you want to, I can give it to you. And I feel like you learn that even in everything in your life. So the way when I first came to Accra, the business found me. I didn't necessarily find it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the whole coming to Accra, or coming to Ghana, I didn't plan it. I didn't definitely didn't plan to stay. I didn't really even plan the trip that much. It was my sister friend. She had the friend. He was the travel agent. He was also a friend of hers for 20-some years. She did all the calling and this and that. I just had to show up, okay? And I wound up staying, and it was the best thing, of course, one of the best things that happened to me. At the same time, I didn't plan to come to this to come. Well, okay, I didn't plan when I got to Accra to be being. I love it though. I mean, I love it. I'm so glad. I mean, God planned it. The Most High planned it. And I was gonna be a designer. I was gonna sell African goods. Like I know I did it for a little while, so it already comes to you. But it was like a big surprise. So I was kind of working at it on the seat of my pants or something like that. Yeah, however that expression goes. I was not knowing it was, but I was doing the best. So I made enough, kind of mistakes, or I learned a lot from it. So I'm wanting to do better. So the universe is like, hey, you really got something here, and you need to explore it. You can't just let it go. So I like to say jokingly that spirit tricked me again and brought me here to renew my visa, or it's called your residency. So your residency is what allows you to live in a foreign country. And it's something called your visa residency. When you first come, I was on a 3-month visa. But either way, no matter what, after a year, so every 3 months you have to go to immigration and you have to renew your visa. You only get 3 times to do it, really 4. The first 3 months you came, and then so you get up to 1 year. After the 1 year, if you're going to stay, you're no more renewing the visa, you have to apply for residency. Only after 1 year. So once I had to do that, and then every year you're supposed to renew it. But I was hoping, because the woman said, well, I renewed the first year, last year. She's like, I was like, what about next time? Because I know another sister that got 2 years. You think I can renew for 2 years? She said, let's see. So when I got here, we were just strictly coming to renew the residency, which was the best thing I could do. So if you come, get your residency. Ghana has a very easy process. For those that are already thinking about coming, I just want to share that with you. They have a very easy process. I think relatively easy. And so I renewed. And she said, I'm going to renew you for 2 years. Yay, because I can't keep coming back down here. So my mind was we came in Sunday evening. We were at the immigration on Monday. Boom, 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 paid the money, took care of that, got the receipt. They'll call you when it's ready and you come pick it up. So I probably won't even be here by that time, because I heard Once you renew once, second time is easier. And I was like, okay, so I'm supposed to leave on Wednesday because come on Monday, shop for some local things on Tuesday, leave on Wednesday. But the Most High again said, no, people want stuff. And I just think the stuff that I'm seeing is so freaking stunning and beautiful. And it excites me. I love it. I'm in Leo season. Leo's about adornment and beauty and regalness and queendom and and always been my spirituality, creativity. So I'm like, woo, like so I'm having a really good time with some of my private coaching groups. I was like, I'm having a really good time. Like I'm enjoying it. But y'all was in mode like, yo, we gotta make our money, we gotta do our sales, we gotta get the people stuff, we gotta look for more new things, we gotta show the stuff. All the things I gotta do. I gotta train the staff, I gotta make sure we got. So I wanna make the business better. Quicker shipping, better communication between me and my customers, if something's not the way it's supposed to be, or a delay, making sure everything goes out very beautifully, as beautiful as we can. And of course, again, I know quicker shipping, but make sure it arrives to you faster than ever before. Once it leaves us, it's up to the post office to do what they do, and they do. So, and just introduce you to the team, make the team clear. So it takes a minute to build structures, it takes a good minute, and I can't just go yet. I feel like the whole Leo season, I need to be in Accra, so that's what I'm working on. We'll see, God knows, so let know, I just follow. And I love it though, I'm enjoying it. But yesterday, so let me see, yesterday was Wednesday, I think our first day was Tuesday. So by the time we came Tuesday night, and then we stayed all day Wednesday. No, we left Wednesday morning to go back to Accra. That's when I knew, this is long. This is too far. And then today I thought we were just like, we're going to get up and we're going to just go back to Accra so I can go I'm sleepy. And we can go to the art center and we could just do the work and da-da-da. And then I had to, it took me all day, but I had to slow down and face the fact that it's family time. Straight up, like it's family time. And family time is important, rejuvenating. It's so comfortable here. Mommy is just so warm. Got mom, dad, the brother, like it's the whole family. So I saw them all together and I was like, when was the last time? Because I know most families, when your children are grown and the husband and mom working, sometimes getting everybody in the house at the same time it's not an everyday occurrence for a lot of people. And I was like, when was the last time you was together? And they was like, years. I was like, let's take pictures. I was so happy to bring that because there were so many family pictures that I wanted to do and I didn't make happen. And I regretted it. When my grandmother, I wanted to do a family portrait of a picture of my mom, my grandmother, my mother, myself, and my daughter. So we could see the 4 generations. I didn't do it. Said I was going to do it when we had them all in the house together. Grandma passed, mama passed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, ugh. So they were very happy. They changed their clothes. They put on their little shirts. Dad changed his shirt. Like they was feeling it. And I was just so happy that and then I was like, okay. The mom was like, well, I want you to see how much progress I did on the house. My mind is still like, I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. I mean, what am I here for? I'm here to work. I'm here to play. In my mind. And then after a while, I was like, what are you doing? Your man ain't seen his family like this in a long time. We happy. We loving it. I tell my group that I said, I don't know how families, I can see why, maybe another reason why people like to believe that black men and women had longer marriages back in the day which is such a horrible, negative, one way of looking at it, because the woman didn't have freedom to leave. And I was like, wow, is that the narrative we're going with? I'm not saying on some level, on some ways that could have been some cases, but are we really going to paint the one paint stroke? Are we really going to say that that's it? Let me tell you what I believe. I believe because we have multi-generational households that the family and the husband and wife stay together, because a lot of times when it's a man and a woman, this whole idea like men and women, especially the young people love to say, it's me and her against the world. it's Bonnie and Clyde situation. That is not African. There's no way you and her could do it alone. You're going to have holes in your relationship because you're going to expect, especially sometimes being a woman, that your man is your everything. Meaning just that he's your best friend, your confidant, your this. And sometimes you have friends, and especially if they're sometimes not married and not happily married, they may not be the best friends for you in your marriage. But it's deeper than that. Other people influence. It's actually having a multi-generational household is actually having a great influence because you're not, when we're here with mom and dad and the brother, Nasi's not the center of the world, or nor am I, in the sense like I got to talk to mom. She teaches me things that as a woman in an African country, or as an African woman, I wouldn't know that she knows. She teaches me. We have deep conversations. I know people can't believe it because language they think is a barrier, but it's not. She shows me things. She makes me so happy and completed. I'm so loved and nurtured that I'm not looking for all my loving and nurturing to come from so-called the only person that I know, or my best friend, which is my man. Also, he's getting that thing from his father, his brothers that men can get. We are sharing the load in some way. Mama is going to cook and clean and wash the clothes, nothing I can do. But that makes it so much easier for me to come here, to do a video, to do things I do, because I don't have those things to do. And I contribute in my way too. It's the most whole, perfect whole, and complete society and societal way of living that it's like, I want to say this needs to be brought up and sold, but it doesn't. The fact is, it's already natural. It's natural to indigenous people, particularly in Africa, for me, because I know it's other places as well. I know people I could never live, my family ain't, but just imagine we had intact families. Do you think that could be a reason why a lot of husbands and wives stay together more? Because they had a whole community, so their reliance on each other as being all these two roles. I was telling someone I had the pleasure of taking some master courses in person at my college that I went to in San Francisco by a dear great ancestor now, but her name was Sabanfu Some. She's one of the Gara people of Burkina Faso. And she's a scholar married to Melodoma Some. They divorced when she was alive, but powerful woman. She came into our school and we took a master class from her, 3 or 4 day weekend. It was powerful. One day I missed the day that Tracy Chapman actually showed up. It was dope. She Mom was soulmate. And I remember when she used to say, for us as Africans, no disrespect, when y'all say, oh, yes, that person has 2 parents, and that's when they're going to grow up better with 2 parents. And you know how we kind of all brag about the 2-parent household. And she said, in Africa, we would say only 2. She doesn't even know how we do it. Because in Africa, like we said, that's why I'm mommy to all young kids. Uncle is uncle, no matter if it's on your uncle or not, or auntie or nephew. So everybody, and brother and sister, not cousins and nephews and all that. They say it for us, but they would just call their cousin their brother, or their third cousin their sister. And it is the language, and in the language that tells you about the community and the structure. And it's something about having all of that connection that doesn't drain or weigh any one part of a would-be relationship. The Eurocentric concept of relationships, the Eurocentric concept of most things, Eurocentric, is so against nature and so against us as a people that it's a wonder, like I think with my mother said, we ain't lost our minds like a lot of us have. So I understand why he wasn't rushing, because what's the rush? If I stayed for just today, I gotta go to night though. I'm going to night though. I'm still got Lee on me. I'll take another nap. I know mommy right now cooking for me because I decided, well, slow down. What you rushing to go back to the crowd? You gotta eat out. Ain't no kitchen you in. Just chill out and enjoy. So I went to see her house that she's building. She has her land, her other land. Got to be with the family. So I came in and I said, you know what? Instead of us rushing back, there's no rush. Let's go and stay with let's go and eat with your mom. Because I know mom loves to cook. She's very concerned if you don't eat. And I'm here for her eating, her cooking. So Yeah, y'all. It's very beautiful. I'm having a wonderful time. But this is Sunday. Like I should come on Sunday, and then we just be Monday. We just be a little late coming in, because you just would get lost in the love, and it's beautiful. But I also love the work that I do. I love the creating and inventing and going to get and plus I realize there's a certain amount of momentum that I have to have for my team. And if you dunk out too much, then they don't have the same vim that they would normally have had you stayed. So it's a lot of reasons why you want to keep the momentum, but it's okay. We figured it out. We thought we were going to just stay here and go commute, but it's very hard on the body, mind, and spirit. Like yeah. I'm surprised I even look halfway decent today. This is because very, very, very tiring, very stressful, and I don't sign up for stress. I don't, not on purpose. Now, if it happens, hey, I'll have to address it as it comes. So yeah, yeah. Do you see the earrings? Now, just imagine if it had the GME, and now you can see that GME. And I love the different angles because here it looked like it's someone this kind of earring. That oh, we're looking beautiful. I'm so happy. I'm talking about we, like as a people, like we are so beautiful, and we have to remember it. So, if you saw any in the past videos that you like, yeah, I still got the calabash red lamp, and it's stunning. I don't have nowhere to live to put it, like I have in the Boulder region, but I have nowhere else for a piece of furniture, let alone a lamp, because I got one, two, three, four. I got six lamps up in there already. I got six calabash lamps in that small space. We can't get no more in there. It's so many things like I saw I don't know if you saw the beautiful bamboo and calabash shades or curtains they call it. Oh, child, I want that so much. But I was thinking because I was kind of looking for an apartment so I can have a crowd apartment and do my work. I was really thinking, another way I would use that. And so if you don't have a doorway to put it in, which we kind of could, yeah, we do have a doorway actually to put it in. But you can use it as a headboard too. Can you imagine that? The right color wall, and then you put that curtain with that on the wall, and that'd be your headboard. Oh my God, that'd be so pretty. Sorry, I get excited. Anyway, I'm talking about. How are you on? Let's see who's on. We got in front TV. Beautiful. Deetra says, good morning, Lisa Marie. Hey, yes, I got it. Okay, thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad. Hey, lovely, naturally clever. Zeb Okonjo Brown. Awesome. Thank you. Bay CO, the queen. Peace, and peace to everyone in the chat. Peace to you. Naturally giving love to Bay CO. And she's also leaving the Gmail. If you saw something you want and you like it, afrocentrichomedesign@gmail.com. Um, yeah, you know what? Like, let me say this too about pricing. I'd be as fair as possible. My goal is to allow you to understand that high end or something that has value is not necessarily just what they say is valuable. That our stuff is valuable. This is the trick. And there's a whole video about that, how Africa has to be poor so that other nations can win. And it's not by us, it's by them. So I'm not saying like you can go back this up. Everything is here. It is the Garden of Eden in every way. From the gold to the ivory to the diamonds, to the copper to the wood to the tree, everything. And if it was done by some other than us, the amount of money you would pay for the bowl, the amount of money you would pay for the idea or the jewelry, it would be astronomical. And you might pay it because they'll say it's Tiffany's instead of the Congo, South Africa. They'll say the chocolate comes from Switzerland when it comes from Ghana. And you'll pay more because it's Zara. But our stuff, these are the people that do it. And they want them to feel devalued, knowing that you think I'm making and selling stuff, they buy it in hundreds. Hundreds of dollars. Hundreds and thousands of baskets and hats made. Then you'll see it in a magazine in the Netherlands. I've seen it myself. I saw them show me. And it don't say nothing about it was ever made in Africa. But you'll buy it because they said it's something. I'm bringing it to you, so I'm telling you. Another thing I realize people don't understand, and I didn't either, about pricing is if I had to tell me your time that you put in it. This ain't easy. You got to walk through the rocks and practically breaking your neck, falling down. You got to go find the people. They're not there. You got to go chase them. They said they're coming back tomorrow. They got to wait because they got a funeral. You got to go get them. You tired. You got to pay somebody else just in case you're not there that day to keep an eye to go back. You got to conceive the idea, make sure they got it right. You got to put money up first to get it because if it was wrong, guess what? You still got to pay for it because it's the first one. They don't know. I mean, it's the idea. There you watch them by hand stringing or braiding or connect. Like you don't even understand. Like this is handmade. We know anything custom made, we won't pay for in the States. But custom made here, no, nobody, people like, well, why is that? What kind of materials? Well, are you kidding? People ain't not. They are not sitting there mass producing like China. So everything is custom. Everything. So it's a whole nother level, the value of our stuff, but they know what it is. They get it for these great prices because they remember they have to keep them thinking, I'm only giving you this little bit for all the work you're doing to make you think that it ain't really that valuable. But I'm going to go sell it for a whole lot more but it's worth it. I'm telling you that, yes, if you see it for yourself, you understand craftsmanship and craftswomanship, you'll be like, wait a second, hold up. So it's not what I paid and then what I charged. That price goes in the paying of the people, all the work, the hours. What about your time? If I was on the clock, I'd be getting paid for my time. So when you're on the clock working, you're getting paid for your time. So it's so much, but I didn't even realize that until later. You realize, wait a second, I did this, I sold it, I did this, but I don't feel like I really got that much because you know how hard you worked. There's no one place to go. There's no what do you call consistency. People are, so there's poverty here. So you may have somebody you went and bought the chair from, and he was making your chairs all the time, and his shop may be closed down. They call it collapse. The shop collapsed. It just means closed down because it wasn't enough to sustain him. So he got to go get another job that has nothing to do with the work that he does. So you may never find the person again. The person that made it may pass. You don't find them. They couldn't make it. You know they were great. So when I see something, I get it as soon as I possibly can. And you're right. It would be nice. Okay, someone would say, well, put it on the website. But I'm telling you that first you gotta give me the money so I can go get it. Because he ain't gonna just give me that to put on the website. So you would say, well, why don't you just buy 5 of them? Because sometimes you don't have that to buy. I mean, I'm just talking real talk, but how do we get a business to be successful? The other thing is, like I said, they are here too, just like it. I don't want to use the word trend, but they have a time and a style and things that's in, and then they don't make it anymore. I got this bag, I call it the rag bag. It's a stunning bag, I love it. And the guy, when he saw it, he said, this is going to be very hard. They sew every rag on by hand. I'm thinking, yeah, what other way would they do this? So the price he was naming, I had to pay him to make it again because I want to sell them again because people stopped me even in Hawaii about that bag. But in my mind, I didn't think that, yeah, they're sewing every rag, little stringy rag there, they're sewing every one on. Wow. So you got to think about these things. You got to think about things. The one Leatherman, the one that one of my clients bought a good amount of stuff for him, I travel with his bags every day. They ain't been thrown around too nicely out here. They be stuffing that bad boy in the back of the truck and smashing everything. That's the thing still here. I watch him eating and fixing it and sewing them himself. How close are you to the bag maker that made your bag that you bought from the general store? You ain't that close. And then I have to have an eye. I have to see. I have to know that no, that's bullshit right there. That's what you sell to the tourists. Or no. But I didn't realize that. So remember, as a business owner, don't devalue your own self. Don't devalue the work that you do. I really get it this time that the ones that get it will get it, and the ones that's for you will get it. If you think of an idea that, not to say nobody else thought of it, but you put it to the market, you ain't thinking of somebody else in mind, then you got something special. It came from you. It's your baby. And I know you ain't gonna sell your baby, but if you did, I got dang it, I hope you get a whole bunch of money. I'm just saying, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I'm saying, what value would you put on your child? They can't pay for it. They don't have enough money. You wouldn't do it. It's not for sale because it's your creation. So how do you even price? Because you're not going to do it with a human, but of course you're going to do it with material things, but it's that same way. You birthed that baby. This is your child. So what price do you put on something that it has this something meaning to you? You know what's in it. You know the energy. You know the reaction that the person's going to get because it's mesmerizing. Whether you believe it or not, I tell you I'm out here on these streets. Canadians don't be giving compliments too easily. So all of that goes into that this person created this thing. So it's not just learning, just making sure y'all okay, because that's number one, customer got to be okay. It's not just here knowing that you're okay. I got to make sure in the process I'm okay too. When I finish with the work, I am tired, as they say, I tire. But I love it, but I'm still tired. So it's a whole nother level. And I just want to bring our stuff to the proper place that it could be. And then I got to work with them. Sometimes they don't get this thing right, or that's not going to work. I got to do that a little better, even with my own stuff. I take it, or I say, hey, I'll get somebody else to do it. I'll find a seamstress. I'll be like, all of that, it takes time and effort. So just know that, like, what you see is not like some overnight thing, even though I might make it look like that. It's really not. It's more to it than that. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. I'm loving life right now. But I do got work to do tomorrow. I got work. I'm excited. Like, I want to check on my bag with the rag bag because I had to give him my only bag. I had to give it to him. I had to let him hold it. Oh my God, it's my only bag. They don't even make it here anymore. But I'm trying to get somebody to make it. I don't know if it's going to make it. You'll never know. They don't sign their name. We have to get them to sign their names. And when they do artwork, I have to ask them, oh, would you mind putting your name on it? Because I know that brings value to a piece in the States. But here they don't put their names on it, but they will do it. They don't have a problem not doing it. They just never thought to do it. So you'll never know who made the bag first. You'll never know. You'll never know. So when you do know the maker, oh my God, you can share that with your client. Like, oh, this is the maker. This is who he is. They're from the northern region. They're famous for the baskets. Oh, it's the house of people. They are the ones that deal with the brass. It's only one guy, and he's working for everybody trying to get their stuff out. So the weight, the going back, the getting back, the come, it's work. But you gotta, if you love it, then you good. Basically, all your hard work is appreciated. It means so much. That says, thank you, I love you, and I know you definitely mean it, and I love you for that. But sometimes I feel like I get like, I don't know, not a lot, just every once in a while, I wanted to kind of, explain to people like, this is why, and this is why it costs. And I be thinking I'm lowering it. Like, I be trying so hard, be like, I want to be fair to my customers. Of course, I need to make a profit, but I don't need to kill them. I ain't trying to do that. I want them to have the product. I want you to have the product. I really do. I be like, I want you to wear. I want you to be happy. I feel good feeling beautiful. I love it. This is sacred. We know it. So, and I thank you too, Queen, for that and all of it. I want you to have it. I promise you, I want it, and I want to do it in the best way that I can. So a lot is changing. So I'm a lot more serious. So now I'm thinking like, I stopped doing it when I went to Ahoy because there was no way I can't see the stuff. It changes so quickly. Oh my God. Oh, I got an idea. I got to write it out now. I got to make sure we get it done. I got to make sure it happens. You're not there. It doesn't, but I learned from I call her my coach, that you got to create systems, structure, and you got to create it where if you're not there, can I go away for 1 week? Because I should be able to do that. And everything is still functioning. Not now and not yet, because that takes time. So that's why, because a lot of people ask me like, oh, well, you living there, you living here, like, what's up? I'm living here, I'm living there, but I guess when I'm here, I'm be here now, so I'm here now. I live in both. And that's on a spiritual level, wow, how hard is that to say for me? Oh my God, it's so hard. Because it's like that little, is there a little guilt there? It's a little guilt, like it's a little like, well, I can't live in both. I still feel like I can't just say, oh no, I'm still saying like, oh no, I live in Hawaii. This is just for business. But one day I'm gonna say probably no. I have a place in Accra, and I have a place in the Bolton, and then we have a place where Manasseh's mom has land, his family's land, and like we want to talk about normalizing, normalize multiple dwellings. Let's normalize that. So I'm still growing through. You know what I'm saying? I'm still declaring, but sometimes I'm like afraid to be like, no, I live here too. So I'll keep just saying, oh, I'm only here for work. But in actuality, I'm enjoying my life. But honey, we're in Leo season now. Virgo might come in, and I'll be like, oh, well, let me go back up there for about a week, maybe two. I can see it. I'm my goal or my feeling, my thought is for the whole Leo season. I want to be in Accra because I got to ride the wave. You should be riding this Leo wave too. Get it done, make it happen. Be bold, be bold. Take a risk. Yeah, just go. Just be spontaneous. Don't think too much. Just follow your spirit. Create, 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 create. So I am here for that. And you know, I I want an apartment here. And you see how I say I want an apartment here. And I saw one I really wanted. And I was the only one I saw and the only one I wanted. But if I see another one I want, I'll go for that. See what happens. And I had all these, you know, they want 2 years. You know, they ain't not supposed to, but I don't have 2 years at this moment. That's the rent. You pay by the year. You pay for a whole year, which is kind of nice, but you got to get the money up to do it. But maybe I do, and I just got to get on my head that just put it in. You know, my mother said this a long time ago when we was younger. You got to spend money to make money. I know, it's hard. That's why I bought the Calabash Slam, and that's why I've been buying more. So I bought this Kai bag instead of saying, let me find somebody that wants it. Now I'd be like, no, let me buy this beautiful. Somebody's going to want it. So even that's changed. I'm going more for what inventory can you do? 2 pieces. This is beautiful anyway. You don't even want to sell a lot of them because you want your clients to feel very special. Can you get 2? Because you probably can. So it's been working, but now we need a workshop. I mean, now we need a place to store the extra stuff. But yes, Manasseh's a good name. He can apply for a shop at the art center. He can do it. So now we'll have a place to put the inventory so that the apartment won't have to be so dang big. When we got a nice size apartment, I don't even like things too big anyway, you know that at this point. And all of it is for a bigger picture. We got land but no house. Of course, it costs to build a house. So, so yeah, but John's working it out. I wasn't trying. But I did put out a statement. I put out a very powerful statement, and now I'm in Accra, and I'm doing my thing. So today's the last day. I won't say the last day, but we visited family today was a whole day. And yesterday was just the evening. No, we came the night before. We left yesterday morning. We came out yesterday night. So yeah, we like a day, 2 days, a day. I feel like I lost time yesterday, so I'm gonna say yesterday and today. But we are leaving tonight for sure, because I got to book the hotel. My favorite place. I got it back, and guess what? She came to me at the last day because I was booking. We were just moving from room to room. I booked that for 3 days. Okay. And we booked another one for 3 days. She's like, look, we don't even have to go on the little .com things, little booking sites. Um, seems like you like it here. We love having y'all. And if you want, we can do discounted rates for you to stay here. Is John not good? Is John not good? I said yes. So I booked back so we can go back there. I called on it. It was just when we left. And I said, yeah. And she said, yeah. And the price was, I like it. It's good. I'll work with it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not thinking like, oh my God, like I'm paying for this room, but I'm enjoying it. And it's 2 seconds from the art center. I mean, it's so close. There's no stress. I got so much vim and energy. It's clean. I love it. It's easy to get to. Its location is great. Sometimes our fear, I was talking to my girl, sometimes our fear will we will still do stupid things. Like think we can commute 5 hours of the day is gone, 5.5 hours. That doesn't work. That's not a good commute when time is right now valuable. Instead of just saying you've been paying for the hotel and selling your stuff and eating and doing all this other stuff, so don't psych yourself out. That's the message I'm giving today. Don't psych yourself out of your goodness. And I know my coach. I know my coach be like, girl, because I'm doing the right. And the Spirit said, you're doing the right thing. You went to the apartment. You actually liked it. It was perfect. Now you just gotta see if they want to go with your conditions, And I'll find out today. If not, there's others. So, the Most High ancestors, they got you. They are not leaving you out here by yourself. But you're gonna have to make a big. Let's make some bold moves. That's what Leo. Make some bold moves. Make it work. Don't get scared. Well, ain't nothing gonna happen. You fine, cause you know what? I got a place to live. I can come back over here in the cry. We ain't gonna be stranded, and we're gonna eat well. But also, I got a place in Low 3. I'm good. I'm good. So go out here and be wild. I remember the group we was talking about. We missed that wild woman part of ourselves, and we don't feel like we're being as wild as we used to be. Well, this is wild, and I'm here for the wildness. So, yeah, y'all, yeah. Thank you. See, Baptiste, we appreciate you so much. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings to you. Oh, and I send them right back to you as well. And I thank you, C. You're always looking out as well. I got lovely family members here. C. Baptiste says, I am learning so much from you, especially for those of us who are entrepreneurs. And thank you for saying that. Because, see, I've been so much on my spirit to like Spirit say, you talk about that more. Like, we out here together. We trying to make it. I had a sister pour into me. And she ain't playing. My New York sister. She ain't even playing. So I get it. And it's like, no, let's talk about it. Let's help people understand what they're seeing. That we're human. We're going to make mistakes. That we're going to learn from it and get better. And that, yeah, we get scared too. But what I'm saying, you real, like, I can't always get the 5 of those bags. That's just on the real. But one day I will. But now I get one. I get one for my client and I try to keep one. But I got to have time to actually sell it to y'all. So I'm learning a lot. I'm trying to be, I can save money with mom. We can live with mom. We don't have to pay rent. Oh, no, honey, you pay in time. And you done lost all the money you could have made, so it ain't working for you. Go pay the dang money. Go get them people the money for the central location that's even helping you to find the other places. But I had to do that so I can have that experience, so I can share with others. So I thank you for that, Queen. I thank you. Yes, now just to see Baptiste, the Most High always provides for his children. That's right, see. The teacher says, if you have the bag remade, I want one. Then you got to have one. You know what made me do it? Thank you, teacher. I'll make sure that I get it. That bag was the bag I bought, and I think I was 3 days in Accra. And I was with Kwame. Kwame was with the bag. I said, I came first day. They was like, this bag. I was like, I know I want it, but oh my God, I don't know the price. Like, let me think about it. Came back the second day. I wanted that bag. By the third day, now I was with Goddess. It was actually Goddess. She's the queen of negotiating. But they wouldn't take no, because I was ignorant too. I didn't realize that every piece was sewn on hand, like duh, like I wasn't, so after that, God said, just walk away, girl. I said, Goddess, I'm buying the bag. She said, you buying the bag? I said, I'm buying the bag. She said, why? Because I want it. It was that simple. And let me tell you this day, she said, you were smart to buy that bag because they don't even make it anymore. So until I went to Manasi, I said, because I'm in Hawaii. Hawaii ain't exactly the fashion capital of Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the women like, you get that bag. Are you selling that bag? Do you have that bag? And I'm like, I still got this bag. It's almost in my 4th year, and I still have that bag. Like, that bag is dope. And it carries everything. It holds it on. And I can stop everywhere I go. And even men, like, stop me for that bag. And so he said, we went to one person. He said, ooh, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I was like, okay, well, when somebody ain't in it, I don't leave my stuff with you. You ain't got the vim. I need some vim. Vim is the word they use for energy. I need you to want to do it. I need you to say yes. And you know what I'm saying? They be him in the heart. I take my stuff right away. We're not putting that energy in. You're not going to do it right. And I got to still pay for this first one at least. So with somebody, he's like, I can do it. I love to hear that. I can do it. It's going to take a week. I said, a whole week? I was like, okay. I believe it, because the picture ain't going to do it. I got to see how they did this. I said, okay, cool. So I'll be checking on him tomorrow, because, okay, But yeah, I will definitely keep it for you. It's a dope bag, and I'm gonna make it reasonable. I promise. I'll make it good for me, for you, for all of us. It's a dope bag, and they don't make it anymore. So I know. So sometimes when you see me get on, I'll be like, "Hey, this bag," and somebody be like, "Put it on the website." I just went in the store, and they was nice enough to let me put this on camera. I'm just trying to tell you, hurry to get this dang bag because they not gonna make because they don't do that. They on to the next thing. They don't do that. And plus, unfortunately, a lot of times if one person make one thing, then everybody make it. Then they realize that okay, they on to something else because somebody else made something new. They don't go on to something else because everybody's making it and now it's over being sold. Sometimes the stuff don't even get a chance to be sold because they're just kind of copying. So they think if that person made a new thing, then that must be the new thing, which they're not even realizing for us. And I see my people here all the time. That people from all over the world, but diasporans is representing. We like, oh, you don't have that from last year. I had someone says, I said, girl, if you saw it, you better get it. They ain't gonna have that next year, and ain't gonna nobody gonna make it because they want to make the next new thing that the other vendor made, and it'd be art, it'd be paint. They have taught them that their stuff is worth nothing, but it's a trick. I know I said it, but I need to tell y'all this again. But I'm telling you, this one brother, I remember this was my first, and he makes exquisite. He uses this beautiful wood. I'm not sure which wood it was. Then I know the name of it, but I don't know it now. And I bought two big bowls, two of them snail bowls, and two of these like trays. And he was on high and mighty because he had these folks from the Netherlands coming to him to buy his stuff. And he was like, "Oh, you only want two." Oh yeah, he was giving me much stink, but I love his stuff. I was kind of taking it. He was giving me much stink, like I don't normally do two because do you know where my stuff is? I said, "No, where's your stuff? I want to know." My stuff is in the Netherlands. I said, "Well, oh, that's nice." He said, "Do you want to see it?" "Oh, sure. Like, let me see it." He put out this magazine. It was exquisite. It was his work. It's clear. It ain't say nothing about made in Ghana. That sucker didn't say nothing about made in Africa. It damn sure didn't have his name on it. They sold it as like almost from the Netherlands. It's in the Netherlands. It's from the Netherlands. It's ours. And that's when I said, oh, wow. They know this is exquisite. They know they don't even have that tree in their country to eat on that whole continent to even make it. And they were selling it for big money. But it's funny, it was not funny, but remember the pandemic was the height of it. So about 2 weeks later, that sucker hit and that art center was plummet. Because nobody could visit, they shut the country down, nobody could even come in. Honey, that man was looking for me. I swear to God, he called Kwame, he said, Kwame, call the woman, call the American woman, I want to work with her. I laughed so hard, I was like, oh, now we acting right. So that's why I had 6 of his pieces, and it was beautiful. So I'm telling you that they are amazing. And if they only knew that we don't sit around, we go and get it mass produced, and that's what we buy. We ain't sitting around stringing the bamboo. You know how hard it is to cut it? You know how much it cuts your hand? You know the stuff that they work with? Their hands, they ain't got no tools. They don't be having no tools. They get a tool, they be run that tool down. We looking at something like an ancient. The sewing machine, we looking like something that I don't even know if we know our relative that got doing that all. Like and they work with those things. And I love it. And I love that they have that. And they complain too that they have no mentees. The young people don't want to learn it. But when I see me and him, we trying to learn everything. Like, dang, y'all want to learn this? Y'all tripping. Then they be hungry and don't have no way to make a living because they didn't learn it, the kids. It's a whole thing that goes into it. So, yeah, thank you. Yes, in Trinidad they say, that's right, vim and vigor, energy. There you go. You got it. Vim and vigor, yes. I know, it's so similar, isn't it? So it's the same people. We're the same. We one people. One people. In Trinidad say that too. One people. Trinidad and Tobago, one people. So Trinity to the bone. Trinity to the bone. Yeah, man. So it's beautiful. And I've got all kinds of Vim. My Vim is woo, like, yo, I gotta ride this Vim. So the whole Leo season, I'm trying to be here. Let God bless me with, the right place at the right time. And but also let me know to allow for family time and family togetherness. because they all go together. I'm blessed. That is my richest wealth right there, is this family right here. I told my man, because like, you know how you be getting mad at your man? You're like, I don't know, I'm 50 something, like, I want to be free. Like, that's what I be thinking, like, why am I doing all this, right? Laisha said, I can have my bed to myself. You know, it come to me now, don't get me wrong. But then I come to his family, and it's just so much love, and everybody's doing their thing, and everybody's helping. And I got time with y'all because they taking care of everything. And I just go, I tell him that day, I be loving him. He be looking sexy to me. I be all like flirting with him. I be telling him, baby, yo, I told him, thank your mama because I am in love with you today, like for real, automatically. Because I see how he interact, and I just see the whole thing. We need our families, and we need multi-generational dwellings. And they don't have to all be in the same house. They have a house. They do it in Trinidad too. You build a house in the back of your mama's house, okay? Or you build your mama's house, and then you build you one, so when your wife come back, you come back together. But we should do it in the South too. You get land, and then they have their house, and their house, and their house. It's smart, and it's beautiful, and we need it. Africa, civilization, the beginning of civilization, the cradle of civilization for a reason. So, and I promise to bring as much as I can. Anyway, let's see what's cooking. Come on, let's go see what mommy cooking. Mommy be cooking. You want a groundnut soup? Groundnut soup. I want to show everybody her food. Ooh, do I smell food? Let me see. That's a little maize. Hey, mommy.
Hello.
I wanted to show the people your food. Did mommy cook?
Yeah, I am. The rice is.
Oh,
there.
okay. Should I? Is
Ah,
this on the
okay,
show?
okay.
Let's show them because I talk about her food all the time. Did I interrupt you?
No,
Let's look at this man. You see this beautiful man here? Ooh. How are you?
I'm good.
You looking handsome.
Thank you.
What guan?
They are fine, Charlie.
Ah.
I just listening some vibes like that.
And chilling with your mommy?
Mm.
Yes.
If you go out, she come and ask one question, then I also answer. She will go out and come and ask one question.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But you enjoying the
If she
family
go-
vibes?
Yeah, if she go and think about the question, then she come and ask. I'll give her the answer.
Oh, I love y'all too. That's a good relationship. And the whole family. How's your
My daddy
dad?
said he's going to Ashama.
He is
Yeah,
today?
he's going to do some estimates for someone.
Oh, for job?
And for a job.
That's
He
cool.
goes to the metals they will buy, the iron rods, and the bonding wires they will buy. He's going to do the estimate for the person and come and sit down.
Cool. So, and then your brother went with him?
My brother is inside with mommy.
Okay. Everybody's got their place.
Yeah,
Everybody got their
little corner.
little corner. That's the word I'm looking for. Well, we're going to go see what mommy is cooking in the kitchen. Okay. See you later.
Okay.
All right, Mom. What is mommy cooking in the kitchen? We are about to see. Okay, Mom.
I went to open the window.
Okay, go open the
Then-
window. So we have some light. Okay. Mommy's going to open the window. And we are going to eat. No, okay, we're not going to eat yet. But I wish I could come over and eat because the food is so dang good. She's the best cook in the world. I promise. Next to my Trinidadian mom. But let me wait, because I ain't going to just walk up in her rooms. Because I know the dad, I don't know if he's in here. So let me wait. Hey. So what going on, y'all? Life is beautiful. I was going to make a whole room for us. She was like, oh, you're here. You could just stay here every time you come to Accra. It's like, oh, mommy, if you live closer, honey, I wouldn't be in the hotel. If I lived closer, I would not be in a hotel. I would be right here, coming home every day, being treated like a human being. Hey, I see Miss Teacher said, that's it, because I want it. That's it, that's it. She was like, oh, you want child, please. I don't, you know, and every woman can relate to this one. I don't know if you men can relate, if you can watch, but I know women can relate. You go home and think about it. You can't stop thinking about that thing bag, or that shoe, or that dress, or that, right, or that jewelry. Okay, you can't help it. So when I was going home every day, I was like, no, and I'm so glad because it's still around. All right, see, take off our shoes. There's the brother. Mommy's pot, so we know it's gonna be good. So, mommy, are we having rice ball soup today?
Rice balls.
Yes, rice ball. No, rice, just the rice.
Rice.
And the groundnut soup.
Groundnut
It
soup,
sounds good.
yes.
So what do we have in the pot, Mom? Oh, we have the local rice.
soup,
Yay. And the soup is already done. You just heat it?
Yes.
Yes.
It's already done.
Ooh, it's gonna be so good. I love it. It's got soya in it, y'all. The soya.
Soya
Mm,
and groundnuts.
I'm excited, Mom. Let me know when you're done, okay? I will wait for you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, whatever. So they call it omo. Well, if we had the rice ball, we would be omo tool. But I've had rice ball for 2 days. It's the same rice, but it's just in a ball, and I love the ball. And Manasi don't really like the ball. Let me cut off the lights too. Manasi don't like the ball. He likes the rice. I like it in the ball or the rice. But I could see it's a preference because I do like the ball. Because you would eat the ball like you would eat like the fufu or the banku. Oh no, okay, I gotta go off because the music's on. Anyway, y'all, we've been on for a good long time. I love y'all. I'm gonna get some of this sun. I'm gonna go sit with this man, see what's on his mind. What's on your mind, son? Son, baby, you wanna show my outfit?
Yeah.
Thank you. Outfit of the day. Yes, sir. We repeat now. We're gonna repeat, so I gotta go buy another outfit, but it's gonna be different. So this is the outfit with the belt. I don't want the shoes. I want the shoes. But the bell button, so cute. This is the two-piece with the pendulum. So if you got a little stomach, this is a great one. If you got a little stomach, it's great. Oh yeah, the back of that wall. No, that one is gonna be great. You wanna really see it? Let me show you. Let me mess it up. This is the outfit. And the outfit is gorgeous. And the whole thing with the bell bottoms. I love the two pieces. I know I always wear the jumpsuit, but I actually love the two piece too. But I'm about to flip it all up. But change it around. Because you're seeing, the style. So now I got to do a whole nother thing. It's coming. Look for it. Thank you. It's coming, but I ain't been to the art center in 2 days. I ain't been to the art center in 2 days. So I couldn't find I ain't couldn't get a new outfit, but I will. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Thank you for spending so much time with me. Again, if there's anything you want, definitely, Miss Deetra, I got you on the number one for the rag bag. Matter of fact, let me see if we could call somebody to go check on it. All right, y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace and love. Baby, I'm going to call Kwaku. Why don't you call Kwaku to get him to check on that?